Unleash your potential with Husky. Rugged, innovative, and dependable. Husky hand tools help you get every job done right, every time. Unleash your abilities with Husky hand tools. Exclusively at the Home Depot.
I was like, I've been talking to you since September. I know that's a little sketchy, but like, I broke up with my boyfriend in December.
Fuck you, and you, and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl bummer anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that throw up in your Birkin bag, hook up with someone random. This that social awkward suicide that buy your lips and buy your likes. I swear she had a man, but shit hit different when it's Thursday night. That college dropout music every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go down here, we go stupid. This the 10K on the table just so we can be secluded. And the vodka came diluted. One more line, I'm superhuman. Fuck you and you and you. I hate those friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that I go on my anthem, turn it up and throw it tantrum. Fuck you and you and you. I hate those friends and they hate me too. Fuck you and you and you. This that I go on my anthem, turn it up and throw it tantrum. This that I go bummer, two-step, they can't box me in. I'm too left, this that drip is more like oceans. They can't fit me in a Trojan, out of pocket, but I'm always in my bag. Yeah, that's the slogan. This that who's all there? I'm pulling up with an emo chick that's broken. This that college dropout music every day like that. She be too thick and my friends are all annoying, but we go down here, but we go down here, but we go down here, down here, down here, down here, down, 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 down.
And you want me to change? Fuck you!
Fuck you and you and you. I hate those friends and they hate me too. I'm through, I'm through, I'm through. This that I go on my anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you and you and you. I hate those friends and they hate me too. Fuck you and you and you. This that I go on my anthem, turn it up and throw a tantrum. Fuck you.
All right, there we go. Well, well, well.
What is up?
I still have not sent out your face cam. I just realized that. It's still...
You're fine.
It is still... where is it? And I need to get OBS up and running. There we go. Yeah, your face cam is still sitting
You're fine.
right here in the other box, just waiting to get shit down. And the worst part is, I went to the post office yesterday
Hmm.
to drop off something for Emily, and just completely blanked on it entirely.
It ain't that deep.
Yeah, you know what is that deep though? Sucking ass.
I mean, Healy said it. I think Healy said it well. That like eventually they're gonna get one. If we keep playing each other like G2 is,
Oh yeah.
they're eventually gonna get a win if we keep playing each other this much.
Well, we haven't played each other all
Like-
that much. At least not in the series. It's only been like 5 times in 3 years.
I guess.
Which
yeah.
I get.
Well,
I guess kind
5
of
times is a lot for
okay, yeah.
international.
When you say that, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Things are changing. All right. Oh wait, no, it wasn't even.
Yeah.
It wasn't even G2 actually. G2, it's only been I think twice. It was just Worlds
Oh, because I was
2023.
thinking what?
Because first stand this year was
Who
K
did
Corp.
Flyquest knock out last year then?
Last year, nobody. It was Team Liquid that they knocked out. They didn't face the West. We never. I don't know if we faced Europe at all last year.
Oh, G2 just didn't make it.
Yeah, they just didn't. They got a tough draw. They had like
And
BLG
then-
and like one other team.
And then NRG knocks out G2 the
G2,
year
yep.
before. So it's I guess I'm meaning like it's
we
been 2 years.
we
for
3-0'd them
G2.
at MSI. That was the other one.
Yeah. So eventually, they gotta get one back. You're not gonna beat somebody forever, or somebody's not going to lose forever, especially a team who tries as hard as G2 does. Like,
I think it's just frustrating to lose
It is.
when it feels
100%.
like. I don't know if this is your perception. Oh, by the way, everybody, welcome to episode 194 of the Crossover Podcast. This is Paul and David. I think what's frustrating about it to me is like, those games where you go into them and you feel like you should have won, and it's
Yep.
entire like not saying that G2 didn't play well, they did, but you feel like you controlled the outcome of that more so than anything else. That's what this feels like to me. It didn't feel like at any point
agree.
G2 were massively in control of this entire series. It felt like every time that we could have had a winning position, we just gave them the ball.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
kudos
I
to them for
mean-
capitalizing.
yeah. I mean, the last game was just quad playing a little too aggro on Azir.
And Bwipo.
Like, yeah, Bobo too. I just mean quad was like trying to engage as if he wasn't the only pretty much source of damage. I mean, the Jin pick
Yeah.
was a little sussy, I guess.
I was listening to Jad earlier today. He said, what pick do you guys want them to go with? They played front to back, and you can't go Kaisa with that. You can't go. I think Zaya was the one that he was like. They're playing to destroy the front line, and I'm like, Jinx exists. Are we forgetting that Jinx exists? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, also Masu's just, I don't know what you put him on. Does he really position well enough to be on the Jinx?
I thought in the Lucian game he did. That
Yeah,
Lucian
he
game was
did
not
the
his fault.
Lucian
He
game.
was in a lot of those fights. Granted, Buzio's putting in a heavy amount of work. He's dancing around the outside.
Yeah. It feels like they put him on Jin because they think it's so far back that he can't get caught. So they just chuck him back there, to push him out of the way. But it doesn't help that, like, I don't know, Buppo just completely turned his brain off, I guess,
I don't know.
for a moment in time. It felt like they were doing some good stuff, but
I mean, they had what, a 2K gold lead
yeah.
during that game,
Yeah, they did.
and then just right out
Yeah,
the
and
window.
it wasn't like everyone. The weird thing was, it wasn't like one player on G2 was making me go, "Holy cow, that guy just has put Flyquest in this position where they can't win this. Like,
No.
it was just like small things that kept building and building, and Flyquest making mistakes. And it wasn't. Also, was odd to me was, I know everybody hates Bubbo right now, so that's like the big thing is to blame him for this. But it did feel like all of Flyquest, I was like, there was a moment where I was like, I feel like they're just not doing as much as G2 is doing. And then at the end, Caps has, the really clutch play that reminds you he's the best player probably in that game. I mean,
I'd say Inspired still. I still
yeah,
I think even though they
yeah.
lost, I think Inspired was like he was absent in game 2 to a certain extent. But game 1 and game 3, nah. Inspired was crushing it.
Yeah, I guess I more just mean like Caps is the most clutch, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt, most clutch. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's the most cool under pressure. But yeah,
My question to
he's
you is:
not. You are right.
Do you think something bigger is wrong with Flyquest right now?
It's hard to tell. I mean, they just seem so tilted.
I think it's easy to tell. I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, it is.
G2
Yes. You're
had
right.
nobody that stood out yet won that game.
Yeah.
And it felt like all Flyquest had to do was play together as 5. And they could not do it. They could not figure out how to come all together. And I'm just sitting here, and then you combine that with Inspired's post-game interviews, with Masu's post-game interviews, like
It's not good.
no, and I noticed it in the draw reaction as well. It's like, granted, 100 Thieves is in a completely different situation. Obviously, they've been thrown to the fucking wolves this tournament. We'll get into that in a minute. But like, they're playing to secure their jobs. It's not like they have no pressure. Like, they still need to perform.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere is night and day different. Like, you watch the 100 Thieves videos, they're just having a blast with it. The Flyquest videos just feel tense.
I mean, it's kind of the same vibe, I guess, of like a 2017 TSM or a 2019 TL.
I was gonna say TL.
Like they realize the pressure is there, but it's even like worse because they don't have like excuses. That's what makes it worse to me. Like they're in this weird predicament where Swiss stage now gives such a good road to 1 seeds, typically. Like for the most part, if you're a 1 seed, you have a fairly understandable path to get out. And when you're not getting out and you have what you think is clearly a good path in front of you, it's got to just feel 10 times worse.
Oh, I don't care what anybody says. They had if you're scaling strength of schedule to the seeding of the teams and who you would expect to do good with that schedule, Flyquest by far has been blessed out of everybody. They've been handed the golden ticket. They got T1 at first. Cool. That's a loss. It was what it was. From there, they've had cupcake matches but they've had the easiest outcome that they could ask for. And there's a possibility still of them getting an easy draw with like VKS. I can't even remember who are the remaining matchups. Obviously, CFO being one of them. VKS possibly being the other.
No, they can't get VKS again.
Oh, sorry. BLG would be I was trying to think of who VKS played. BLG is beating VKS. So they can't get T1. And if VKS were to upset BLG, they would probably get CF. It has to be either CFO or MCoy. Or TSW.
Yeah, and really they're cheering for MCoy in that.
Yeah. Oh, they're cheering for MCoy and they're cheering for VKS. If VKS upsets BLG, they have a guaranteed easy matchup next time.
Yeah, which is nuts because this team is like mentally falling apart. But they could still get TES.
Yeah.
If something weird happened.
Well,
or Gen G.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm dumb. I think TES is beatable. I think TES. I think every team. I'll be honest with you. Every team.
TES is really good.
If they lose to Gen G, I've seen TES collapse enough times to know they'll be fine.
I don't know if Flyquest is like a team to abuse a team collapsing though.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, this is gonna sound like just pure hater talk, and I'm not meaning it to be pure hater talk on them, but it is one of those tough situations where like last year they only made it out by just not playing a Western team, and then they look or Eastern team, and then they look good when they do play an Eastern team. So you start to think, maybe they would have made it out anyways. Maybe they are just a good team, and then they go. But I will say the other caveat to that, which this is where it really sounds like I'm a hater, but I'm not, is Gen G looking good against Gen G in elimination series at Worlds isn't like actually crazy, unheard of.
yeah.
It's kind of just like that's how Gen G is. Really, you should be beating them in elimination rounds because they're pretty bad. And when it comes to Elam, like for some reason, back against the wall, Gen G freaks out. I don't know why, but they do. And then they come this year, and it seems like they've like somehow regressed.
Oh yeah, the
I
the
don't
the change from
like.
MSI to now is pretty apparent.
Yeah, they've gotten way worse over summer. And they
I
didn't look that bad domestically.
no, I mean they were never challenged either.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that's true.
who did
All of
they
our good teams fell off.
who did they play that like actually pushed them in
Hmm.
summer? 100
Yeah, that
Thieves
was
the
the one
first time?
worry of Shopify and 100 Thieves like getting to 2-3 was that, oh man, are we actually just bad this summer? Like, did the league get worse, or did these two teams step up? And
I mean 100 Thieves, to be
right
fair, I
now
think
we're in a
stepped
weird
up.
middle ground.
100 Thieves I
It
think
looks
stepped
like they
up.
did step up.
Quid, like people are now making arguments that Quid might be a top 5 mid laner in the world when he's on. Like I haven't seen those
Yeah.
arguments until this Worlds that even though they're losing, he's still getting credit. So
Yeah.
I would say they stepped up, but
They definitely got a hard road, so it's impossible to be tough on them.
yeah,
I mean, that road's disgusting.
I like it though. Honestly, it's been like if you're gonna go out with a blaze of glory. Like why not?
Hmm.
And in the 1% world where we beat T1,
Okay.
we go down as gods forever.
Yeah, you would. You would. That'd be crazy.
If we beat Team One, I'm hanging like I said I'm cutting out the 100 Thieves shirt when it comes and
Yeah.
framing it. I'm getting the results of this Worlds framed on there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
That'd be cool.
the metal plate at
give
the
you
bottom.
that.
I'm gonna have like the results of all the Swiss stage games and like the final like
That'd be cool.
the last heist, and
Mhm.
have a picture of like this squad in particular.
That would be really cool. Yeah, if they can do that, that'd be sick. I mean, that'd be crazy. It's just a tough. This is a weird world. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Swiss is doing its job. It's being entertaining, which is the
I feel like
ultimate
the
goal of Swiss.
quality. I don't feel like any team is playing at their best right now, which could scale into the tournament later and like they're fine. But like I feel like typically by this point somebody's clicking a little bit more, and I think a lot of that has to do with
Mhm.
the fact that it is in China.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. North America just produces
Did
the best worlds.
North America what?
North America just produces the best worlds, the best quality, the best everything. Sorry, China can't
Yeah,
compare.
okay.
You're telling me I'm wrong.
I guess, yeah.
Name me a region that's had collectively better worlds on their home soil. We had 2016 and
What?
2022, two of the best worlds to ever exist.
Yeah.
SKT Rocks Tigers was on our soil.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard anybody argue about which country hosts the best world, so I wouldn't be able to make
You're
like a
welcome for
good-
planting those conversations in your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bring up the points that nobody can refute because they don't have the time to think about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's no way I could process like games and things to like fight it. So I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think G2 now is gonna like they can win the next series?
Yes, I do. I legitimately do.
You do?
I think what we saw from them today was not not the best version of them that we can get at all. Like I
I can
don't
see
think,
that.
and if they level up and you play there's a possibility of playing like a KT when they're heavily away from the game for like 2 weeks prior to playing that matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see them pulling off that upset. On top of that, there is a chance that you draw a team from the 3-2 pool. Or because it'd be the 2 teams that are 3-0 draw against the 3 teams that are 3-2.
Hmm.
So there will be 2 teams that are 3-1 that will face off against a 3-1 team as well as a 3-2 team. So there's a clear world where it could be G2 versus Flyquest or G2 versus 100 Thieves. Say they pull off that miracle. Like either way, like you get what I mean. Like there's going to be a weaker team
Yep.
that possibly can get out. The odds of this draw producing all the Eastern teams getting out is slim to none at this point.
Hmm.
So you have a pretty good chance at a decent draw. Because think about it, there's a very high likelihood that the winner of MCOY TSW goes on to or CFO goes on to play G2. Or any combination of those 3 plays each other. So you're almost guaranteed to get 2 teams out that are not China and Korea at this point.
Man, if it's FlyQuest BLG, I wonder how that ends up.
Oof. I mean, I'm trying to think. If
I guess-
everything goes to plan and it's CFO, FlyQuest, MCOY, TES, BLG, T1. Is there a scenario where all the Eastern teams could face Western teams and CFO? Who all CFO played? Who did CFO beat in that round 2? They beat what, T1?
I think CFO's really only played. They've played Fnatic, T1,
Yep.
AL, Hanwha. So
Okay, so they can't play
they
T1.
could play really. Yeah,
I mean,
they can play
their
most
options.
teams, though.
Their options are actually fairly limited because they can't play T1, or at least T1's options are limited. Actually,
I was
assuming
gonna
T1,
say yes.
assuming T1
Flying
beats 100
Oyster can
Thieves,
play everyone but T1.
T1 cannot play neither Flyquest or CFO. And if Gen G loses, they can't play Gen G either.
The thing is, CFO and top are in that like cursed area where everyone you play pretty much either moves on or is out of the tourney already. Like they're in that weird middle ground. So now like one of those good teams that's underperforming can face you in the final elim, like round 5, and that's where it's like, uh-oh. And Gen G's in the same spot too.
Yep.
Where it's like, oh, both of them could play a tough team. Because really, T1 can't play Gen G. They can't play CFO. So
Riot's got to be so happy with that, by the way. Imagine
if they can play.
Imagine if top beats Gen G tomorrow, and you would have had Gen G versus T1 in Swiss stage. Oh, Riot would have cried.
Oh, their worst nightmare is going to be if they play BLG, though.
Who, Gen G?
T1. T1 and BLG in Swiss.
They can't. No? Didn't T1 play BLG?
No.
Oh, no, they played IG. I'm dumb. I
can't.
heard the G at the end.
BLG and T1 would be a nightmare for them. Or like top.
I don't think BLG T1 would be terrible. I think T1 still wins that.
No, they just don't want that because they don't want Eastern Chinese teams getting knocked out this quick.
True.
Like,
But apparently Chinese fans hate BLG right now.
Oh, really?
The Hoopu ratings are all a chance for them to take a shot at BLG.
That's funny.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but I think it would be a nightmare for them. I mean, maybe if worst case scenario is that BLG beats T1 or Top beats T1. Like that would be just awful for Riot.
T1 not making the next week would be tough
Yeah.
because you know they're
I
gonna
mean,
be, they're gonna be the final game. They're gonna be like Riot's not gonna push their luck. Riot is gonna make sure T1 plays on Friday, and then they would play on Sunday again to make sure that like
Yep.
viewership holds out. Because in the chance that they do lose, you don't want people to tune out like as early as possible. So
But when in reality, the likely match T1 will have is whoever wins MCOY TSW. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. It's my guess, especially if Top beats Gen G, then they really don't have to worry about it at all.
yeah,
'Cause-
it's literally either that or BLG. It's one
Yeah,
of those
it's
two.
them or BLG, and I don't think they
That would be so,
can.
that'd be so
That'd
wild.
be so funny.
That
I mean, that is the funniest part of Swiss is that
I know.
like teams who don't deserve to get out don't, and we get these fun matchups, but they are fun. Like it's a fun
Yep.
format.
Oh, it's entertaining.
It's
Anyway that says
yeah,
that's
it's
not
very
is
entertaining.
crazy.
Like it's a funny thing to watch, even if you're like, oh, that played out so easy for them. It's like, yeah, that's funny.
No.
Like in reality, G2 had a pretty good road. I don't think G2 can be mad
No.
about how this all played out for
No,
them.
they beat an Eastern team. The thing that we say every time is like if you come in here, there's a very realistic chance of you being able to get out without having to face an Eastern team. If you beat one of the
Yeah.
Eastern teams that you play, yeah, you should probably get out at that point. You did the one thing you're
Yep.
supposed to do in this situation. Like, of course.
Yeah.
Here's my question to you.
Hmm.
Despite the records right now, who has had a better tournament? Flyquest, MCOY, or 100 Thieves?
Like who's had the best tournament?
Yeah. With the records as they stand right now, without seeing MCOY play yet, or without seeing 100 Thieves play T1 yet, who has had the better tournament? Knowing now that Flyquest lost to G2, but we don't know the rest.
Who's had the better? I mean, I guess 100 Thieves because their expectations were so bad that like them doing anything is better.
Yeah.
Like they could literally just make a game go to 30 minutes instead of 25, and I'm pretty sure people would give them a pat on the back.
The Hoopoo ratings anytime 100 Thieves plays are great.
Yeah,
They
they're-
just compliment them so much. They're like, it's straight nines across the board, even in losses. They're like, you're doing great, sweetie. Keep it up. Keep going.
Yeah, and I don't say they're having the best showing as a compliment. I'm more saying the others are playing bad.
To be fair,
It's
100
not
Thieves
like-
did look good in that BLG win. I know it like now it sounds like
Yeah.
BLG's won too. We demote it down a little bit because G2 also beat them. But they looked pretty good in that game.
Yeah, then the next two games haven't.
Yeah, but like both of those teams have already moved on. No?
Not top.
Or no, not top.
No.
No. Well, who did top lose to? Top lost to AL, who had the hardest.
KT.
Or okay, fuck. Never mind. There went my argument out the window. God damn it. Tripping on
And
my
now they play Gen G,
tripping on my narrative. All right.
which is gonna kill me because you're gonna sit there and be like, I just know the way you are. You're gonna be like, oh, top just lost 2 in a row, so they're bad, right? But it's to like KT and Gen G, who aren't like these awful
Oh.
teams.
No, I mean, look, I'm hoping that top bodies Gen G tomorrow because that would mean that we, the two teams that we lost to,
Oh,
are already through. And we clearly
Yeah.
are a decent team. All right.
yeah. Okay. I mean, you guys have had a tough road.
It's been so much
That
fun,
is the
though.
one thing about Swiss that sucks. Like,
It doesn't. It
it's
doesn't.
just so.
You can get fucked, but at the same time, it just produced like one of my favorite memes in world's history
Yeah.
so far. Dokla in his jacked chest, just sitting there in his bed every morning, recording a
Yeah.
video. Now learning how to say Netflix and chill in Korean. Like, kudos to
It
him.
just kills me because the inconsistency of it is like so tough. Like, you look at one team's road and be like, what? And then you look at another team's road and be like, huh?
Did you
It's like,
see?
okay.
Did you see Delfino's tweet on it?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I gotta show you this. It was one of
On
the
Dokla?
no on 100 Thieves. Hang on, I'll find it here in a second. It says Flyquest, yay, we're 2-1 beating Team Secret Wales and VKS. Meanwhile, the 100 Thieves subplot. And it's the SpongeBob looking down the dark hole.
Yo, that's a banger. That is a banger.
For understandable reasons, that has 10K likes. And that was tweeted out before they drew T1.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
they drew T1 and it was like, oh my God. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. I mean, you compare it with Fnatic, who played like Flying Oyster, BLG, Imkoi to get knocked out.
Oh,
And it's like, oh, okay. Like, at least PSG can be like, oh, we played Genji, Hanwha. But then they get knocked out by VKS, and you're like, oh man, these guys stink. You guys are just like Chinese, Korean, Korean, Chinese. Like, it's nuts.
I love it
It's
though.
just nuts.
It's funny. Like, had it been Flyquest, I feel like people would like be legitimately pissed. But because it's 100 Thieves and the fact that like we're not going to exist after a split, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. YOLO it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, what do we got to lose? Our pride?
It does make me worry because if Fly moves on to next round and they're playing an LPL team, it's just like, brother. If it's not BLG, I don't. And even if it is BLG, I'm kind of sitting there like, dude, the problem is like Flyquest is struggling really bad in their, bot lane has a problem with maybe not getting involved in the game at all until after 14
Oh, that
minutes.
Maso tweet killed me.
Yeah, it's not great. And then I'm like, okay, what's BLG good at? And it's like, well, their mid laner and their bottom lane is playing good. And then I'm like, oh man, what is Fly good at? Well, their top laner is like a loose cannon, and so is Bin. So one of them is gonna win. We just don't know who. And then their jungler is very mid, and their Fly's jungler is a beast. So Fly, right? It's just Inspired trying to abuse jungle, but the problem is, like, Inspired tilts, and when his laners are just getting absolutely pummeled, he's gonna tilt.
And
Like, that's just how
Quad
it
is
goes.
not having fun, in my opinion. And by fun, I mean he's playing like some pretty decent ass at points. Oh, that Annie game. I don't know why Flyquest keep picking Annie, but that's a whole separate point. Like, what are we doing? I don't know.
And I think it's not helpful that BLG has like a tune-up game.
Yeah.
Like, VKS is the ultimate. Like, if they lose to them, then it's just whatever, they suck.
Well, the problem is if they lose to them, okay?
Yeah.
The argument of, oh, G2, we beat the East. It's like you beat the 1-3 BLG. And for 100 Thieves, same thing. Like, the one win we got was over, LGD 2025. Like, how much weight do you put into it? I don't know. I fucking love
But I
this
mean,
format,
odds
though.
are they're going to just destroy VKS in a way that's not kind. And then we're all going to be like, okay, Flyquest gets them, or Flyquest gets top or Genji. And that's like, ooh. I mean, the hope is they get Imkoi, but
I
are we gonna put all our hope in that?
I'll be honest with you. I don't want them to get MCoy.
You don't?
No, I want them to face an
You want
Eastern
them to
teams.
have to earn it?
Yeah, fucking earn it.
I mean, even Flying Oyster, I wouldn't say is easy for them.
No, I think
Like,
CFO can beat them in their current state as well. But like,
yeah.
I want to see them get tested. I either want to see you move on and have like confidence with this roster or implode in the most spectacular way possible.
Mm.
Because I think the roster is done regardless after this year, so I don't really think it fucking matters.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't know though. Esports is weird. Players can sound like they hate playing with each other, and then they'll resign.
I mean, I genuinely get the perception that like I don't think Flyquest, if they fail again in the same spot this year, is going to run it back.
I know Bwipo will be gone. That seems like it's happening.
Yeah, it seems like an inevitability at this point.
I don't know about Inspired yet. I expect him to be gone.
I expect Inspire to try to be signed by Flyquest. The question is, what does Inspire want to do after this? I would not blame him at all for wanting to go back to Europe.
Yeah.
And like, I'm terrified now of this offseason. I mean, I know we've talked about it before, and like that's why I'm kind of hoping Flyquest like does find a way to move on to a certain extent, even through a hard challenge, because I just want to put off this existential dread for another week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. I mean, I'm assuming you had life to deal with today. I had nothing but work, and I sat there for like an hour earlier today and started panicking of like, fuck, is this season actually going to be done in 2 days? Like, what happens now?
Oh, for NA when we're all just cooked and gone.
Yeah, like, cause like I'm curious to see if I keep covering Worlds on YouTube and talking about it, does it still get the same attention without the North American team being there? That was something that
I'm sure. I think
Travis.
most North Americans watch.
They do, but it was something that Travis
International.
always struggled with. I don't know that whether it's because Travis always did like player interviews rather than like Worlds commentary. Like
Mhm.
I'm curious to see how this goes. But there is a part of me that is somewhat like, how will this end up? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think international really matters for NA anymore too much, just because of the fact we're kind of so down. It's like you can't get much worse here.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem would be is if Quid and like Inspired leave this offseason.
I can't stand these fucking K Corp rumors that they're going Korean mid laner. That's pissing me off more by the minute. Because it could be Quid. And that would scare me. Let me ask you this. How many players do we have to lose in terms of big names for you to hit the absolute panic button?
How many big names?
How many big names can we lose and you still sit here and be like, you know what? We'll be fine as North America. We'll be good next year.
I think it's Inspired and Quid. If we lose Inspired and Quid, I'm gonna be like, that's not good. If you toss in whoever the C9 person is gonna be,
Oh yeah, I forgot
I'm
about
gonna
that
be
rumor.
really nervous. Because if it's really all three of them, which I'm assuming is Sven, because I don't know who else is going to EU, I would be like, yo, they're really like, they're buying out most of what we got. And the problem with losing Sven is like the broadcast. I think you said that.
Yeah.
Like that, really, that's the problem is you're losing somebody who talks well. But because I don't think from a talent perspective, like losing Sven is the end of the world, but
No.
from a personality perspective, it's really bad.
No.
Now, if it's inspired in Quid, I think it's bad. I'm not happy, but we can survive, right? Like that's kind of the world we're in. If it's inspired Quid in like Busio going away,
I think Busio's my pillar. That's my line.
that hits that hits dangerous territory.
If we,
Because we know we're
yeah.
losing Bwipo, and losing Bwipo is tough as far as engagement goes. He drives a lot of engagement. Um, that's gonna be rough. If like a APA or something goes to Brazil, we're really in trouble, I think. Like
my
there's
my
some weird stuff that could happen.
here's my problem with all this. Who are you going to replace these guys with? The answer is they're likely going to replace them with young Korean challenger players
Yep.
who can't speak a lick of English, who have no ability to be like upfront in content like we need them to be. Like we need our players to be. Like I don't know. Like I'm hoping Worlds delays this for another week. I just want this to not be a problem yet because I'm
I mean,
terrified.
I'm
of this
assuming
offseason.
Quid's coming to Shopify because we pre-cut our guy, so you can tell we're
Yeah.
we already know what we're doing.
I feel
If
bad
Quid
for him,
goes to
but at the same
Shopify
time,
though, that goes hard.
I mean, keeping Quid in North America, period, would be massive.
Yeah. But if they do like a Quid to Shopify and Quid's one rule was like, I'll do it, but I need a ADC or a support who's actually like killer, and we import one of those two, I'd be like, okay, we're cooking over here.
Or they try and get like
We're kind of
Busio
cooking.
from Busio's a free agent.
That's true. Busio in Sahid or something, Sajed, whatever it
Yeah.
is. That would go hard.
I mean, I could see a world where
Or
TL.
like,
I mean, the problem is everything that you're describing sounds coincidentally perfect for Team Liquid. Because they have the
well, they
one
can't
missing piece.
do. Oh,
They
they can do a
got
top.
Yawn.
Yeah,
They got Yawn.
yeah, they do.
What I'm curious to see is, and this happens a lot in Call of Duty, but I don't hear it happening all that much in League of Legends. Is there a group of players that are talking behind the scenes saying, hey, we're all going to be free agents. We want to play together.
Hmm.
Give us a home. Whatever organization is willing to give us a home, fine. But is there a coalition of like 3 to 4 players that are all saying, hey, we're a package deal and want to go to one spot?
Mm.
That changes
Do you
the
think
game.
anybody can afford it?
I think the right players will accept the right pay to all play together. Say Inspired, Quid, because did Inspired get his green card yet? Is he a resident?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Inspired, Quid, Busio, Yawn.
I think he is.
If he
He
is,
definitely has a green card.
in that case,
His residency is North America.
okay, so yeah, he's officially NA. So if you go with a core of Inspired, Quid, Yawn, Busio, that's 3 out of 4 native players, and you still have an import to go top.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good squad. And all of them are free agents, with the exception of Yawn. So all 3 of them can just get together and be like, "Hey, next year, man, let's make it happen. Let's pick a spot."
Could you imagine what Lunar just said?
What?
Dig gets capital and goes castle inspired Quid Busio in a Korean ADC. Oh my gosh. That'd be crazy, bro.
If that happened, I might become addicted.
If they got money and they just went, we need to change our image and this is how we're gonna do it, that'd be insane. I mean, dude, that would totally turn them around.
Oh, it would. It absolutely would.
Nobody would remember any of their past sins.
No.
They'd be like, "Nah, dig rocks."
Thank you, Young King and Slumbo Slime, for the follows. But I don't know. I'm trying not to think about the off season as much as I can. I'm trying not to get too lost in the sauce of like who's going where. The only thing that I'm willing to like think about is the existential dread of losing people. But I'm waiting to see how the dominoes fall there, and then I make my end all be all video of like, hey, what do we do now? Like, where do we go from here? You had the Sentinels owner getting baited the fuck.
Youngins.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Not a good first look.
I thought it was funny.
Was his tweet serious or was it a joke?
No, I think he was serious. I just think it was funny.
Bro, if he's serious, there's no way. There's no fucking way. I don't know.
I mean, I keep forgetting Sen can do that as well, can't they?
Yeah, they could. But Sentinels has already said they're not building a Worlds roster year one.
Why?
They're not going to break the bank for it. They want to find...
Why does everybody do this?
They ain't got the money. Bro, what do you mean, why does everybody do this? Who's got money?
If you're doing this though, if you're buying in, you have to make a splash, no?
Yes and no. You can't break the bank. They ain't got money.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
That's like you're assuming they have money, but they don't. Dude, they were losing $700,000 a month not too long ago.
Aren't we giving them like a provisional spot?
Yeah, they didn't even pay to get in. That's the whole point.
Buy in. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
So that shows how much money they did not have. Otherwise, Riot would have took them for everything they got for the money.
Bro, like this is what's killing me though. If we're letting people in, why? Like, why are we just letting them
because
in?
They can't. Because Sentinels has the content game to be able to grow a fan base.
Yeah.
They do, and like, who else are you gonna get in right now? That's got money.
Yeah.
That meets your parameters. That doesn't belong to the Saudi Arabian government. Like, pick your poison here.
That doesn't belong to the Saudi government. You mean the league that we watch that pretty much belongs to the Saudi government because Riot's partnering with them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Consistently.
Not wrong.
We have sanctioned tournaments in that place.
You're not wrong. Look, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. You see your boys KCB are making headlines this week?
Yes, because they're breaking Riot's whole code of stupid LEC-ness.
Riot is
that they're
praying
doing.
to fucking God that they don't win EMEA Masters.
Yeah, then they have to have an actual conversation about what they were doing.
They ain't ready
so
for it.
So stupid, bro.
They ain't ready for it.
But tell me if this wasn't like, this was destined to happen the second they did it this way. Like, it is pure destiny. To be like, hey, we're making new rules, and a team that we think did well all year we're putting in now, like pre-now, before this tournament finishes, instead of having a qualifier tournament, because that would be way too much work.
And it'd be way too
We're
risky
gonna
of
just
them not
put them
making
in
it.
now. Yeah, it would be, and the whole point is getting them in, which is like fair enough. You want LR in there, put them in, and then go. We really didn't think they'd lose, bro. Like being like, oh, we didn't think they'd lose, and now you're sitting there like, well, we'll just put the winner in, and now it could be a team that already plays in the league, which is crazy.
Oh, okay, so it's guaranteed to be a conflict of interest no matter what. Because the team they're facing is Team Heretics Academy team.
Yep.
So no matter what, it's going to be... Oh, Jesus.
That's what I thought. I thought it was just Team Heretics' Academy team.
Yeah.
And they just don't know what to do.
Here's the wow one that nobody's ready for. What does Los
What?
Ratones look like without Baus? Because I promise you, there's no way he's staying on that team next year.
Why?
You didn't see his video today?
No. What was it?
Basically, he said Los Ratones has hit the point now where it is turning more professional, like especially as they're now going to like try and compete for that. Well, I mean, they have the LEC slot, but like Cadril obviously is starting to have higher expectations than five guys that came together. Understandably, like
Yeah.
anybody with a brain could have told you like, oh, we're just starting this as five guys that come in and are friends, and this is awesome. The second they won a Mia Masters, it was like, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now it changes. Now the expectations go out, and you can sit here and try and say, oh, we're just going to be the streamer team. But the problem is nobody wants to see that over and over again. Like once you've done that as the streamer team, and because it didn't take any time, everything changes. So now Baus, he enjoys playing solo queue more and enjoys just playing his like inti play style, and it's not going to align with whatever's next for Los Ratones.
Mm-hmm.
So what does LR do now? That becomes the question.
And I only rolled my eyes because Cadril saying him feeling like they need to be more competitive, and the fact they're getting an LEC spot, we need to start playing harder, just makes me roll my eyes when he sits there and also pretends like he can't afford to pay for a slot. When we know he has the bread.
We know he does, obviously.
Yeah, like I get if you don't want to pay if you don't have to, and he has the influence. But him like just not talking about the fact that he's getting blatant favoritism is like, at least be honest with people. Like just be like, I know I'm getting nepo babied in. Like just say it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to sit there and pretend like you're morally like better than everybody while at the same time abusing the system
And taking the
that
esports
you
World
would
Cup
have
bag.
acted like sucked. Yes. Like bro, the second he got in the system, he went from the system's bad to, hey, when the system's giving you a lot of cash, it's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. Just be honest when you start doing it. It's okay to be like, yeah, bro, I want money.
The wild one to me was just the assumption that teams would be okay with this. We all knew they wouldn't. Like, if he had just owned, like, Riot just allowed this to happen in the first place. It is what it is. Like, so what? Would have been interesting. Would have been a change of pace.
No, yeah, it's the same thing. I said this in the chat earlier today, but it's the same thing as, like, Riot doing all the changes they did to LTA, not talking to the teams about how bad it would be to lose LCS as a brand and how that will affect them, and then just running through with it. But because, if we're being honest, all the owners left are bend the knee owners. They're not really guys who like get out there and talk loud. So they just bent the knee, and what happened. We lost a ton of viewership. Now we're going back to LCS. None of them did anything. But LEC still has owners who actually speak up, and it's one of the reasons I like KC, is because I know their owner doesn't just sit there and lay over.
Both him and Abai
he says something
vocal.
Yeah, and Abai says something, and people want to be like, oh, like, why is Abai saying all this, blah, blah, blah? Why can Komedo talk like this? Why can they talk how they want? Well, you know what? Abai has 16.5 million followers on Twitter. Bro can say what he wants.
Yeah. He understands the leverage that he has.
Yeah. He's a big name too.
Although
and I get Cadril's a big name.
Abai needs to get the people, like the executives within his org, to shut the fuck up on Twitter.
Yeah.
That Grozen guy needs to shut up.
Yeah.
Needs to stop running. Like, if anybody's going to run their mouth, it needs to be the person with actual power in this situation, and that's Abai. And even then, like,
That's true.
Abai hasn't run his mouth up to this point, but I think them getting kicked from VCT now has kind of emboldened him to be willing to take some risks on social media because now he's got equity. Like in this
Yeah.
situation, you can't kick him unless you like he has a massive lawsuit case on his hands if they try and kick him.
Yeah.
So he finally is in a position where he can just he can yap the entire time and start refuting shit. And honestly, we're all better off for it. Shit, I wish LCS owners would have the fucking balls to actually come out and say shit. But they don't. When was the last time we heard an LCS org owner actually like criticize the league? Or criticize like decision makings or decisions or anything else like that?
I don't know.
I can't think of it.
I have no. Rick Fox. I mean,
I don't even.
you don't have to go all the way back to Rick Fox.
I don't even know if he necessarily like fully criticized.
Andy the whole way through is telling them they were going to kill the league.
No. I'm not counting tier 2 beans. I'm sorry, but you guys don't have that big of a voice. Not to discredit you all that much, but the reality, like we're talking the equity big boys here in this situation.
I mean, it's true though. Tier 2 has been screaming forever.
I was gonna say,
but this is why I guess like it's important that your owners do speak up, the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Like because Blue Otter has screamed, and no tier 1 owner has, so they can just ignore Blue Otter, right?
Yeah.
Like that's easy for Riot. They can just be like, you need us more than we need you. But if Kometo and Abai were like, fine, we're gonna go start like our own thing and figure it out, and they just go to the Saudis and they're like, we're gonna start the ME part of EMEA, like, and they really get money flowing, they can produce enough money to get Riot to let them have a sanctioned tourney.
Yep.
Because they've already done it. Like, they'll just start their own league.
Being said, Blue Otter got a warning to shut up from Riot.
Yeah, it's not shocking at all.
Yeah, you're not in a position of power. That's why we're saying that the owners of these equity orgs need to be the ones to say shit. They are the ones.
Yeah, and Riot, like, they want you to bend the knee.
Yeah. And the reality is you need somebody with a loud mouth that actually has influence to like speak up on this shit. And the fact that we got nobody is killing us. And like there's only so much we can yell from the outside looking in because as weekdays and the LTA change have showed, Riot doesn't give a fuck about our opinion prior to these decisions being made.
I mean, the longer time goes, when we tell people in like 10 years that Riot actually tried blocking a fan base from buying tickets because they would only show up to their team's games in studio, people are going to think that's insane that they couldn't sell single game tickets. Like, that's going to make people so shocked. Like, when people are like, oh, KC fans are so annoying to Riot. And it's like, you do realize how they were treated when they joined? Like, they say dumb stuff, yes, 100%. But they also, like, came in and just wanted to watch their team and were told that they were killing the league.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. To show up for your team and be told you have to show up and loudly cheer for every game played that day.
Yep.
You are not allowed to show up for your team. Like, that's how this started. And then what happened? Riot slowly changed things so that it actually fit better for them to be able to show up for one series.
There's so many things that need to be changed on the Riot side. I did get the invitation today. Obviously, I can't go because I won't be there. Riot is doing their like media day, or not like their media. What are they calling it? It's it is called the LOL Showcase of Worlds 2025. November 17th or November 7th at the Harvest Moon Arts Center in Chengdu, China. They'll have Chris Greeley and quite a few others doing full press conference stuff and like doing their announcements. I'd be curious to know if they take if they field any questions from the press. If they do, the press better fucking grill them.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Make Paul go.
make Paul go.
So-
That'd be funny. I mean, Paul is out of a job right now.
I don't know
so
if you know what my job is.
what job?
I just got paid.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I did. Well, we've been getting paid.
Oh,
They've been paying the army still somehow, or the all military, I guess.
yeah. Would you be
No,
allowed
but
to go?
I don't know. I think they would let me if I did extensive paperwork. But unfortunately, with what my job is, I would prefer not to step foot in China or Russia in these times.
Noted.
I try to stay away from that side of the world. Japan, Korea, cool. I can go to either of those. But China and Russia, unfortunately, I think they would have a vested interest with ripping out all my toenails and fingernails, and I just don't feel like I want to go through that in life. I'm good. I've read enough books.
Oy vey.
And unfortunately, when I tell them I don't know anything, I'm going to be 100% telling the truth. They're going to be like, you got to know something. And I'll be like, I really don't know anything.
Oh god.
I don't.
Oh man. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. We're in this really interesting spot for LoL esports right now. That like the next month of announcements that they make are going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get the sense or like the same sense that I do, but I feel like we're like a year and a half away from a real tipping point.
It's interesting because I think we're not like it's weird because esports isn't dying.
No.
It's just dying in certain places, and it's in progressively weird ways. It's like NA still has people watching International League like a lot, a shockingly high amount, but just nobody cares about regional games. So there's a real world where like NA League is just gone in 5 years because it's just not financially stable at
Well,
all.
I mean, nobody's financially stable though. Like that's the part of this that like
Yeah.
I'm struggling with is like how do we make all this work? I know like Riot's trying to do that as well, but it feels like they're also shooting themselves in the foot in so many different areas. Like them getting
Mhm.
pissed off at Flyquest for the whole League is Dead stuff is wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Just let them like,
Yeah.
they're not sitting
Let
here
'em
saying your
do their
product's
branding.
fucking trash. They're allowed
Yeah.
to bait it a little bit. They're fine. Get over yourself.
Yeah, and Riot also just, I mean, they make questionable decisions around,
Oh my god, yeah.
what is it, advertising. I mean, I don't know how they didn't turn Arcane into more money with how big it was. Makes no sense to me how they lost money on Arcane. But then also, like, hearing them be like, oh, we lose all this money on LoL esports, I just don't get how they're still losing this much money on it. It's like at some point you have to turn it into a
that's a lie
money-making
though.
machine.
Like that's a lie from them. LoL
They
esports
don't.
because
Well, true.
I was
Skins,
directly
yeah.
told he's no longer with Riot now, so I think I'm free to drop his name. But Dave, I don't know if you remember this name being tossed around a little bit. David Higdon. He was like,
Mm-mm.
I forget what he specifically
I
oversaw
might have
within
heard.
Riot. I asked him at the World's Media Day back in 2022, or at least the happy hour that we were at. I said, "Is League of Legends esports profitable?" And he's like, "Yeah, the international events are absolutely profitable. Yeah."
Mhm.
And I was like, "Okay, so it's just our domestic leagues that we got problems." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right." So then I hear everybody else talking about now how like LoL esports is unprofitable, and I'm just thinking, how? How are we not like if you exclude
Yeah.
like here, put it this way. If we were to put a cap that teams were only allowed to spend the amount of money that they get from the global revenue pool, I don't see how we're not all break even. If teams want to go above and beyond from there, that's fine. If they want to assume that that's their fault. But like in theory, we should be able to run all this break even. No? Is there something that like I'm not aware of? Because it seems pretty cut and dry to me. That stipend should be enough for you to make all of this work. And then Riot Side, obviously, like unless they're lying now or things have changed, they are profitable for international events. So I don't know where the fuck they're saying that from.
And then somehow, like KC and MCOY can figure out how to host events on their own that are profitable or break even. And one of those built their own stadium, and I'm just like, how does this work? Like, actually, how do they figure it out quicker than Riot can? And Riot, on top of it all, is like, there's nothing we can do. There's just not a thing we can do. And then you have T1 and Gen G being like, yeah, we actually really liked the roadshows. And T1's like, we figured out money hand over fist with this. I don't know if I can't remember. Did Gen G say they made money?
I don't know. That one I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Gen G seems to always have problems with money.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Gen G can't figure out how to make money off it, that's got to be on them because
100%.
how is MCOY and KC putting it together?
Couldn't tell you.
In regular season games. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And honestly, America is like a pretty, roadshows you kind of got to get on.
Yeah. I'm terrible. Next. I'm wait. They said more details will come out after Worlds. I'm waiting for that. Dude, that LCS primer when it comes out, I'm going to eat that shit alive. If there is not announcements of more than one roadshow, I'm eating that shit alive. And I know, because I know what their excuse is going to be. Oh, but we have Worlds in North America this year. Okay? Yeah. So we have to make sure that we're allowing fans the resources to make sure that they travel for Worlds. And it's like, I hate to tell you, people are going to go to that no matter what. You got to find ways to get them to still go out for the domestic shit otherwise.
Yep. And we can start using the big cities, Let's do the standard big cities we haven't been to in a while. Like a Chicago. In Atlanta. Ones that will sell out. Guaranteed sellouts.
Here's my logic. Do you see PAX rotating their locations every year? Do you see New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con changing their location every year? Does TwitchCon, not the best example to use right now. VidCon. Does VidCon change its location every year? No. You go to these hubs where people will show up and you put them there.
Way bigger scope, but I still think good example is college football bowl games. Same locations, and the big thing about same locations that's really nice for the viewer is that, let's say we do Chicago, New York, Atlanta, a Texas City, and like LA, as consistent ones, and then throw in some Northwest city, whatever you want to do in Canada or not. But consistently putting them in those type of places makes it so that people can learn the travel to.
Yep.
So next year when they book it again, they're like, oh, I really liked going here. Oh, I want to try this hotel this time. And they start figuring it out. They kind of know their way around the city. Like, people can post something on Reddit, hey, what's the best way to travel in this city? And people can actually answer because it's been there consistently.
Yep.
Now, their argument is going to be, oh, well, we've been in LA for so long, blah, blah, blah. People aren't doing that. Well, LA is like one of the most inconvenient places you could pick, like, for most people. Like, It's an incredibly long flight. It's not something you want to just do for a weekend and dip. Also, if you go all the way out to LA, for most like East Coasters like we are or
Oh, it's
Midwesterners,
we're not
in
going.
your brain you want it to be a week trip and you want to go see like the Redwoods or like San Fran and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you just can't convince yourself to just go do a weekend
No.
unless it's Worlds.
No.
Like it's
Uh,
very hard.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah, LA is expensive.
we'll see how. I mean, they got a lot of shit to announce. Like like I said, it feels like between Europe and like this tipping point between everything that they got going on with the tier 2 system. For us, we're going to get the LCS back, but that's only going to be a temporary measure that helps. For the LCK, they still have their money problems. The LPL is having their issues. Like, we are a year and a half away from like a real, like, we've already lost the money. Like, and I don't want people to just think that I mean like, oh, the money's going to go away. That's not what I mean. The money for the most part has left. But like now we're at the tipping point of like, okay, what happens if you don't continue to innovate and don't grow viewership and don't get new people? And California isn't a safe place. We ain't getting into that bullshit. California is safer than. Don't believe that shit. There's dangerous pockets of everywhere that you go. Jesus Christ. But
I'd rather go to Chicago. You don't know. You don't know what I mean, we recently just beat out Chicago. That's Indiana's big claim to fame right now.
what?
Indianapolis during COVID passed Chicago for murder rate.
Nice. There we go.
I think ours is back down though.
Nice.
I think we're coming back down. I hope. I don't know. I just don't go to the east side.
I mean, our number's obviously high, but like per capita, it drops pretty heavily because we
Yeah,
have
ours
so
per
many people.
capita is
Pretty high.
yeah, yeah. A lot of right now the big thing is traffic shootings in India.
Really?
Indy. Huge problem.
Why?
People
What's happening?
keep threatening people with guns in traffic. Like road rage out here is just it's a beast right
Why?
now.
Like what led
Nobody
it just
knows.
like is income inequality drop? Like what's happening?
I don't really know. I mean, I guess yeah, all the new houses being built are expensive. So like everybody coming here, and then we're a huge city of like, we're the crossroads. So you know, when people want to bus people out of their cities, they drop them here, and then our city clearly isn't built to like process all these people, and we don't have like that many factory jobs. So then everybody's like on high alert, and then you also have a very high influx of people who just cannot accept that their town is not a small town anymore. So they gotta defend what they have, dang it.
Well,
And so they get cut off on the road by somebody from somewhere, and they're like, well, it wasn't Mary Jane or Jim Bob, so I can shoot them. And it's like, oh, well, yep, that happened.
you take George Santos with you.
So, yeah.
He's on
Yeah.
he's on his way out of here. Thank God.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he got released from jail, and the first thing that came out of his mouth was, Mandani is going to ruin this city, and it's going to be fucking terrible. And I'm like, holy shit. Mandani
Yeah.
did in one day of George Santos being out of jail what Cuomo couldn't do.
Yeah.
Could never in his life do. We got rid of the man himself. Thank God it worked. You got by the
We
way,
also
do you still listen to Flagrant?
sometimes.
He was on there today. It was really
Was he
good.
really?
Yeah, really
I'll
good.
hop on there.
Oh, it was I don't normally listen to podcasts whenever I'm working out.
Mhm.
Hour flew by like that.
I only listen to him when it's somebody I'm interested in.
Yeah, same.
So I'll listen to it for that. But no, I think another problem with indie is we don't have legal weed either,
You guys don't have legal
which
weed
just
yet?
invites crime. Mm-mm.
Wow.
We have like some medical places in THC, but we don't have like legal marijuana, and I think that invites crime
Yeah.
because when it's not being like actually,
Regulated and
managed
properly
and
distributed.
regulated,
Yep.
yeah, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem here because everybody like in the outside cities, it's not a problem because like Fort Wayne just drives to Ohio or Michigan, Gary drives to Illinois, and then Evansville drives to Illinois. But Indianapolis is like an hour from the border. So you have a lot of people driving an hour just to get weed in the hilarious. I live in Danville, Indiana. There's Danville, Illinois, an hour west of us. Danville, Illinois has like triple our population and money just because Indiana people drive an hour to it to just buy weed and drive
Buy all
home.
the weed. Yep.
Yeah, literally on the border. Like it's the stores are at the border, so it's easier for you to get off the interstate, buy your weed, and drive home. It's like a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, and 5 weed shops.
And they're all making a
Like,
killing. They're all
oh
making a
yeah,
killing.
yeah.
That's the
And
biggest
so
thing
then
I've never understood is
people
like
go shoot each other.
the second your neighbors legalize it or like your neighboring states legalize it, you have to legalize it too.
100%.
Look at how quick New York City and New York State was to legalize it after Jersey did. The second
Yep.
Jersey did, it's like, well, fuck, we ain't losing all that money to them. Not a chance.
Yep.
Come on in with us. And that shit changed
Yep.
overnight like that. It was like, all right, there we go.
Nope. The only thing we've been quick on is casinos and gambling, which doesn't bring anything
No,
beneficial to the state.
I realized that we were so far off of League of Legends, but that's fine. We're
I
crossing
know.
over to
I'm
other stuff.
sorry.
No, I noticed that whenever I went home as well. So one of the things that my family always does whenever we're back for like Christmas and stuff like that, if we don't all enjoy shopping, like once Christmas is done, it's like it kind of is what it is. So we try and find something to do. Top golf is like stupidly expensive nowadays, so that's not fun. The thing that we typically do is we go to the horse track and go out to Penn National Casino, and it's like over the last 3 years, you've been able to slowly watch the amount of people that are going to casinos drop. And part of
Yep.
that's because they don't have money anymore. Like the economy has gone down, so people have less discretionary funds. Part of that is the general demographic of people that were going to casinos was like 70 plus. You did not see that many young people in Pennsylvania casinos. So eventually that
Yeah.
population takes a hit. And then it's like, okay, now what? Their revenue's drying up. So like,
Yep.
what do you do now?
All online. They've been just
Oh,
pushing the
yep.
online. But it's been, I think a lot of that plays into it. Not selling weed legal keeps the drug trade moving around you, and that's just not helpful for a city.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our crime is drug deals gone wrong, and for some reason, Instagram catfishing. Dudes will, I know two people, two people who have been shot because they were talking to a girl on Instagram, drove downtown to meet her, get laid, and it's just a like kid or a couple kids in ski masks, and they just rob you at gunpoint. But both people I knew had like anger problems, so they said no and got shot. Neither of them died, but they got shot. Like that's a huge thing here.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's huge.
What? And
Yeah,
are
if
like
you go
the
out to meet somebody, it's like you gotta meet them out somewhere.
are the profiles like legit? Like how I'm so
No.
confused. Is that
No, they're pretty obviously fake. People are just horny, I guess.
oh, that's even more.
And they get
so
got.
you're getting got because you're fucking stupid. It's not
Yeah,
because
or like some chick they know is running it, and it's like a real chick, but yeah, it's just people getting got because they're horny.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's,
I can't say that we have that issue here in New York, in
Yeah,
Jersey. That's not not our thing, not our problem.
yeah, yeah. Indy's a different breed, man.
Our
We
biggest,
are like the definition right now of the melting pot. And we're just wild.
our biggest problem is that rent went up 90% over the last 6 years.
Yeah, that'll cook you. I mean that's happening here too. So that's why I guess the guns and the no weed just compounds. And we're already violent people, I guess. I don't know.
Don't have
Just
an answer for you.
yeah, I don't know why we all shoot each other, but we do apparently. Although New York City isn't like a gun place, right? You're not supposed to have them.
No, guns are banned here.
Yeah, that could be also why we all shoot each other. Because we all do have guns, so you would throw that in.
That's why I enjoy being where I'm at, because I don't got to worry about it as much. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Might get stabbed.
Yeah.
I'd rather be stabbed than shot. Personally.
Yeah, it takes a lot of stabs, usually.
Unless they know the arteries, then that's a different story. But
Then you're cooked.
if they knew the arteries with a knife, they were probably going to know the arteries with a gun.
Yeah.
And like 90% of the time, the crime, like the gun crime around here, the times that like Emily comes up to me, is like, "Oh my God, did you hear that there's another shooting?" I was like, "What do you mean? What happened?" She's like, "Some lady got shot in the back of the head when she was walking her kid." I was like,
oh my goodness.
I was like, okay, pause. That's not a normal shooting. Let's be honest.
crazy.
Like that. What led?
Yeah, it's
what
not.
led to that? And then 3 days later, oh, it was retaliation for gang violence. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. I'm not gonna include that in, like, that was an orchestrated hit. That was not like just, hey, give me your fucking
Yeah.
money crime. That was like somebody did something, one thing led to another, and it is what it is.
Yeah, no, we had 2 stories this week in the news about people getting out of their car and showing a gun to someone. One guy showed a gun, one chick got shot and killed.
Damn.
Yeah. That's why I tell people, bro, when they visit here, I am not joking, and I tell them all the time, do not talk trash to the locals. Like, I'm not even saying it as like oh, we're tough here. I'm like, no, there are absolute morons out there in this city. Like that Knicks fan who got shot here, and they were like, people were like, oh, Indy fans are crazy. I was like, yes, I keep saying this. I'm like, it's not good. I'm like, legitimately, like, do not come here and talk trash. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
They are wild people.
But if you mind your business, should be fine.
Yes, it's fine if you mind your business. It's just there, for some reason, we all have a gun and we drink and then we go, I don't like what he said. I think I can deal with this. And it's like, nope, that's not how that works. Nope, it's a game. It actually turns out it was just a game. No, they're shooting basketballs for way too much money. It's gonna be okay.
Jesus. All right, to get us back on the league, is there anything else that I'm forgetting headline-wise? I know we talked about the Swiss State so far. I did want to announce one thing. Starting this week and for the next the next 2 weeks. Yeah, next 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing my I Don't Want to Overreact series
Okay.
on YouTube. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure it out a way that I want everybody to send in their takes via either voice memo or video. And I will feature their specific take. You're limited, like, you got to get your take to me in 45 seconds. Like, I'm not going to let you drone on. You got 45 seconds, and that's all I'm using. If your take's over that, I'm disqualifying it. But 45 seconds, I want to try and, like, let the voices be heard as much as they can, and I'll kind of, like, go through them. And it'll be a way to kind of, bridge the gap of people wanting Hotline League in the call-in show. And this is what I can give you that works for me in terms of content output. But I want to have people's overreactions to Swiss Stage and the quarterfinals and semifinals. I think that'd be fun.
I actually do. That sounds like a great bit.
And then people also have to
I'd
own
love
up
to
to their
see that.
shit. Like they can't like it's one thing to hide behind text. Nah, you gotta say it. If you're gonna call in, you're gonna
Yep.
call in. Like you gotta make it known. So that's the only thing I got. Other than 100 Thieves causing the upset heard around the world on Friday. Quick 2-0, right?
That would be awesome if they did.
No. It would be the biggest. Would that qualify as the biggest upset in LoL esports history?
I think it would, because it would be the first time T1's ever been knocked out in groups. Or Swiss.
First time they've ever been knocked out before semis. Period.
Yeah. That'd be like the biggest thing ever. Like, I don't know anything bigger than that.
Do you think Riot would allow us to keep our slot if we did it? Do you think they would extend to 9 if we did?
No.
Would that be enough?
Brother, they told a team you can come for free to get rid of you.
Oh man.
I think you could blow the horns for Jesus coming down the second time and they would still go, have fun getting out, bud. They'd be like, see ya. We ain't doing it.
Oh,
You're not
man.
in. Sucks
Ugh.
to suck.
Not wrong. All right. Anything else?
Oh, I will preface really quick because Kiki said they don't even want to come here now, and I want to say one thing.
Oh, he's gonna
We are
backtrack
still-
and be political.
No, one backtrack I will make is we are still a really good host city because when we host an event, this is a good place to be because we just clear everyone out. All that stuff I was saying, we clear them out, so you don't have to worry. One thing we are good at is taking everyone from the areas that you would be in and making them go somewhere else. I'm not going to say what we do. I'm not going to say where they go. I do know where most of them go, and it's a better place. That's all you need to know. They get cleared out.
You sound like you're putting him down.
I didn't say that. I said they move.
Oh God, Paul. What did we get ourselves into tonight? Jesus Christ.
I know. We got. Well, the problem is it's so hard to talk fully on this night about everything because there's a lot that needs to play out real quick.
Yeah. And
We may
the
want
news,
to do.
in the news cycle, like of Swiss stage, like talking about shit that happened in the first few days becomes irrelevant so quickly afterwards too.
Yeah. Would we be better doing our next episode like Monday night? Before Best of Five starts Tuesday?
Maybe. You might not be wrong. Because
then
if we do
hit
it
it.
on Wednesday, we'll be right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
I
Because
mean,
I'm just realizing all we can do is talk hypotheticals because so much has to play out this weekend.
honestly, I'm down if you want to.
I'm willing.
Fuck it. Monday it is. And then the following week, we got all the time in the world. Because all of quarters and semis is one straight week.
Yep.
So we've got the entire week afterwards to work with. So okay, we'll do
Yeah.
that. We'll commit to crossover podcast on that Monday night. And the good thing is I'll have the video out earlier that day with the overreaction. So we'll have community sentiment that we can discuss it in further depth on here.
True. Yeah. Just let me know if that would be too much
No, it'll be
with your
fine.
other video. Okay.
No, that'll be fine. The live
Perfect.
streams don't I get some shit for people for this, but I don't push this podcast really all that much like elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like I've got enough other shit going on that's growing that's like I think there's enough podcasts in the space, whereas like the shorter form content I'm doing I think deserves more of the attention. So
Yep.
maybe I'm doing a disservice to you on that, and that's my bad. but
I'll let
I've,
you
I've
know
never
when
got
I
the
need the
perception that
ad
you
read
cared
money.
that much. So
No, no. When I need the ad read money, I'll really start pushing you.
I will
Maybe
say,
Kid 3.
yeah, Kid 3, we really start maxing out. Blue Chew,
Yeah.
Blue Chew
When
comes
you
in.
hit, when you hit your first kid, and I'm on kid 2 or 3, I'll be like, "Yeah, bro, we gotta start reading some Prize Picks ads on these things."
You need help with kid number 4. That daily,
Yeah.
day in, day out, not helping you get it up.
Yes.
Well,
Morgan and Morgan.
boy, do we got the chewable for you.
Yeah.
How do
Morgan
we
and
know?
Morgan.
How do we know?
Chewables.
We're dads.
Yeah.
Need a 401k with a decent annuity or decent APR on it.
Yeah.
We got you
With
covered.
my prize pick, I want to do JJ McCarthy yards over.
I'm gonna combine JJ McCarthy yards over and Hooney returning back to the LCS under.
Yeah. that that hit with the what is the other one? Lucy Breakers, I think. I always hear them on some.
Rich
They're like
wallet.
on the deep. Yes, Ridge
I
Wallet
could use it.
loves them.
I could use a new wallet. I could.
Squarespace loves
Squarespace
hitting
feed. Yep.
people up.
Yep. Chipotle used to be big into it, but I think their sales took a hit since they downsized their bowls. So
Yeah. Well, also, come on now. Did they really have to do what they did with killing the military like they did?
no.
They were giving us 50% and then they took it away. And they kept it for police. That's messed up. Although we were all like, I knew why they did it. Every Chipotle near a military base would have dudes buy catering things and use their military discount. I was doing it all the time. I told me
Jesus.
like they were like, dude, we're gonna get rid of this in about 6 months. We're finally gonna get you back. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I'll just quit coming. Because I'd show up like on a Monday and be like, hey, I'm here to buy 11 burritos, and I'm just gonna stick 10 of them in the fridge, eat one now, and pay like 30 something bucks because I'd get 50% off. And catering was like 60 or 80 back then. It was like before COVID. So food was quite a bit cheaper.
How long did you have to eat all 11? How long did they last?
They would last like, I guess I wouldn't do 11 at once. That's true. I would go in and do like 6 on Monday, and then I would come in on like Thursday and buy 5.
So you
And
were
I would just
eating at
chill and I'd
least
give them
2
to
a
my
day.
siblings.
Oh, you get okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. That you were
Well,
giving
I
them
would sometimes just, munch like 2 a day. Because I mean,
Holy
it was so
shit.
easy to get protein in.
Holy shit. I mean, you're not wrong. Chipotle is like a great, like if you're trying to bulk up on protein, there's not much better.
Oh, yeah. But it was bad. Yeah. It was like a bad cheat I had. Because cheating was too easy. And I was eating a lot of food, but it was nice. It was nice. I won't lie.
Jesus Christ. All right. I think that's
Yeah,
where
we're
I
making
cut us
that.
off tonight.
Yeah,
Calling
my
us
bad.
fat ass burritos.
Hey, you don't get big unless you have the guts. That's all I'll say.
Oy vey. All right, folks. In terms of my live schedule, I cannot do Monday. I just realized we have a Halloween party on Monday.
Oh.
A Halloween party on a fucking Monday night. Do you understand how big of a problem Tuesday at work is going to be?
Yeah, it's not even Halloween, like.
Welcome to being married to a musical theater girl. Who?
Okay.
Can you do Sunday night?
I think I could do Sunday night.
We'll have to see.
I don't see why not.
The only issue I might have with Sunday night is I do need to record that video, edit, and get it uploaded.
Oh, yeah.
And I do have golf on Sunday, so
I can
will
also do Tuesday, so we can just
still do it with only one.
do
matchup.
after one series. Yeah.
Let's shoot for Tuesday then. That's my fault. I forgot. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hungover as shit on Tuesday, but that's fine. I'll make
You
it
just let
work.
me know.
No, I'll make it work. All right, Emily's calling me. I'm gonna end this, folks. We'll catch you later. Thank you to all 40 people that were watching. It's amazing that we used to only have like 10 people watching at one time. Now we got 40 between YouTube and Twitch.
Yep.
Good numbers.
Nuts days.
Pretty wild how it's growing. But
Yep.
we'll catch you all in a bit.